This is the Afternoon Buzz Rewind Podcast. I'm your host, Johnny Thrash. Join me for the Afternoon Buzz weekdays from 2 to 7, only on Real Rock Radio, 106.3 The Buzz.
What's your rewind?
Josh Rand of Stone Sour earlier this year had to go to rehab. He was dealing with some Xanax and day drinking issues due to anxiety, and he opened up to Loudwire about that before Stone Sour set it rock on the range, saying he just hit a wall back in January and decided it was in his best interest and the band's best interest for him to step aside and get stuff sorted, as he put it. The thing is, it was a last-minute thing. Everybody had went through check-in at the airport. They were on their way to Canada, and he just made the decision before he went through that he was flying back to Des Moines, and it was actually Stone Sour security staff that told the rest of the band, and they were all cool with it. They totally got it. Sounds like he's getting things going. These days, he's kind of just spending a little bit more time in the gym, working out. He said he'll go in the middle of the day, and then after they're done playing, and I get it, man, it is tough. Getting past that anxiety, you just got to stay busy. Check out that full interview at 1063thebuzz.com. Rob Zombie is steadily working on the sequel to Devil's Rejects, 3 from Hell, and spoiler alert, it appears that they survived that last scene in the Devil's Rejects or something. Maybe it was a dream. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. But a little while back, a fan asked him what horror movie he would like to remake. And he said he would like to remake The Creature from the Black Lagoon because of that suit they constructed. The creature itself could be exactly the same. So he thinks Creature from the Black Lagoon would be a cool one. Personally, I'm not a big fan of remakes, but with that being said, I'd watch that one.
106.3 The Buzz presents Nonsense Minute.
Is everyone always trying to kiss you because your breath is too good?
Try cigarettes, they'll make you stink.
Why not try cigarettes? For that opossum just died in my mouth smell. Also available in menthol, which will leave you smelling like sea kelp.
Thanks, cigarettes. Now no one tries to kiss me.
A 33-year-old idiot in Gainesville, Florida named David Yates was huffing compressed air in his car on Sunday and passed out. When cops found him, he was slumped over the wheel with his engine running, so they knocked on his window, and he briefly lifted his head up, took another hit of air duster, and passed out again. So, of course, they started banging on his window again, and at that point, he finally woke up and noticed the cop, but paused to take another hit of compressed air anyway. Then he tried to drive off, but didn't get very far. He swerved off the road, struck another vehicle, drove through someone's yard, crashed through a mailbox, hit a second car, and finally came to a stop. Luckily, no one was seriously hurt, and the cops got him in custody. He's facing multiple charges for drugs, fleeing the cops, leaving the scene of an accident, and knowingly driving on a suspended license. You know, Buzzhead, that's pretty much what I've come to expect from, number 1, Florida, and number 2, people who huff things. Some bands crank out albums every 2 to 3 years, but with Godsmack, it's typically 4 years in between records, and that's for a reason. They'll make a record, and then they'll tour it for 1.5 to 2 years, and then they'll take a year off apart from each other. Sully Erna will go do solo albums. Tony Rombola and Shannon Larkin will do the Apocalypse Blues review. And then when they get back together, they're so grateful that they have Godsmack and the longevity the band has experienced over the years. And that's how they kind of keep things going. They believe that's why they're still friends and they're still together as a band. They have a new one out. It's called When Legends Rise. Here's one from the album. It's Bulletproof.
106.3 The Buzz presents Nonsense Minute.
Are you prepared for the hereafter?
Oh yeah, I've got a will, life insurance.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh?
When we die, we leave a lot of stuff behind. Weird, kinky stuff. And that's where Freak Squad comes in.
Freak Squad!
Freak Squad will get to your house before your mom. Clear your browser history. Empty out your naughty drawer. We will debong and destash your house. We even wash your gerbil and find him a new home.
It's a she.
Whatever you say, Playboy.
But what if I'm into some really freaky shit?
Please, you're not doing anything that Freak Squad hasn't seen. We're talking clowns, trampolines, butt stuff, Mexican food, also known as butt stuff. You name it, it's gone before Mom finds out.
Oh, he went so fast. But this apartment is spotless and unremarkable.
And with reasonable pricing, you won't blow your wad on Freak Squad.
Freak Squad!
Phew, thanks, Freak Squad. In advance. I'm not dead yet. Don't delete anything. I need it.
When it comes to bands experimenting with their sound, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Personally, I prefer the old AC/DC or Slayer route. Just give me what I expect, but others, they want bands to expand their horizons. Whatever, to each his own. Well, Dave Grohl's hit back at critics who say Foo Fighters never changed their sound, saying he's never felt the need to chase something else. And they'll get cursed for it. You know, oh, God, it's another Foo Fighters record. He's like, well, yeah. Don't want to make a reggae record. But, you know, with that being said, Concrete and Gold is a tad bit more experimental than some of their other records. After Jeffrey Fortune passed away after collapsing during Ghost's show in Milwaukee last Thursday, a fan club, Ghost American Ministries, launched a GoFundMe page to raise funds for his family. The initial goal was $1,000. Well, in just 3 days, they're at more than $7,000. Metalheads coming together. I tell you, I absolutely love it, man. You know, I'm the kind of person that can sit through stuff that makes most people cry and just look like a heartless bastard. And then I read something like this and I'm sitting over here fighting back the tears. It is great. If you would like to contribute, you can get the link at 1063thebuzz.com. Here's Ghost with one from the new album Prequel. This is Rats.
1063 The Buzz presents Nonsense Minute.
Ladies, how to get a man and keep him happy. Step 1, be sexy.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you want my sex?
Yes, please.
The best way to keep a man is give him your sex. Step 2, be quiet.
I want for you to make me food.
Okay.
Thank you.
If you are noisy, no man will want your sex. Be quiet. Step 3, bring home your girlfriend.
This is Jenna.
Hello.
Hello. I like the porno.
Me too.
Men always like the porno. You will like it too. These simple steps will help for you to get a man. Ciao.
There's a guy on Long Island, New York named Michael Feinberg, and he started taking Viagra without telling his wife. And to make sure she didn't find out, he didn't use their insurance. So dude was paying more than $60 a pill at CVS. Well, a few days after he filled his prescription, his wife called that CVS to check on one of her prescriptions. And the employee there mentioned Michael's Viagra to her. He now says that his marriage has, quote, broken down because of that, and he's suing CVS for violating his privacy. Ah, man, there's got to be more to it than that because, I mean, that would be the first time ever Viagra's actually hurt a marriage.
1063 The Buzz presents Nonsense Minute.
Hola, it's me, El Moleste. I'm Molans. Sometimes I make clicking sounds when your wife comes out. Anyways, if you need a gardener, I make sure to never look into your windows when you're looking. If you want me to clean your pool for your sex party, I can do it. No problem. Or if you need me to put some lotion on your wife, I am available. El Moleste. Hire me on Craigslist.
If you need a handyman, try Craigslist. Not affiliated with Craigslist.
Frances Bean Cobain's ex Isaiah Silva recently included his former mother-in-law, Courtney Love, in a lawsuit saying that she entered into a conspiracy with several people to break into his house, beat him up, kidnap him, and even try to murder him to try to get that guitar back that Kurt had used during the MTV Unplugged taping. Well, now his ex-wife, Jessica Sullivan, who has a kid with him, says she too was harassed by Love and manager Sam Lufty. She claims that they initially tried to bribe her to take Frances' side, and when that didn't work, they started threatening her. According to lawsuit documents, Lufty called her in June of 2016, saying that he would put her in the street, calling her an effing C word, saying, "You die effing be whore." I mean, it's just, yeah. And even went as far as to say, "Your kid will be in an orphanage." It is just unbelievable. I mean, I read this, I believe it. I can't stand the woman, you know? And whenever I read it, all I can think about is the private investigator who is absolutely convinced she had something to do with the death of Kurt Cobain. I think they should reopen that too. Read more of that story at 1063thebuzz.com. Hey, thanks for checking out the Afternoon Buzz Rewind podcast. Join me, Johnny Thrash, for the Afternoon Buzz, weekdays from 2 to 7 on Real Rock Radio, 1063 The Buzz.